Yo, what's up, YouTube? It's Mr.BuyTheDip back here with another video. I will be going over NVIDIA. I see you guys tuned into my last video about GameStop, and I talked about GameStop briefly, but let's move away from GameStop. Let's move away from the short investment that you really don't care about. You honestly, when you ever do a short-term investment, you want to get quick gains and get out, and if you lose it, you lose money, obviously. But something like NVIDIA, long-term investment, you're looking for major money in the long run, a year to 2 year, 3 year to 4 year, 5 year to 10 years. Okay, now the time frame always depends on you and what kind of investor you are. So let's go ahead into some notes I have. As you guys know, I'm always looking at technical indicators. MACD, I'm looking at RSI. Okay, and besides that, I'm always looking at certain trends, certain reasons why a stock could come down. Okay, now let's take some consideration into NVIDIA. Okay, can it match expectations of $200? Definitely. NVIDIA is at least going to be $185 to $195 stock by the end of 2025. Okay, but it's gonna come with a lot of pushbacks. Okay, as you see, they let the stock run up all the way to 152.19, which is not a 52-week high. A 52-week high is 152.89. Okay, so when you guys realize that this high can be achieved in the next week or so, it is very, it's very ideal that we keep this pinpointed to our mind. They did not let the stock hit a new all-time high. They dropped it. People probably sold. NVIDIA itself probably owns shares of its own company. Okay, companies definitely do that. You can purchase your own company shares. If you guys didn't know, those are called buybacks. You just buy your own company shares after your cash expenditures and after your cash reports go out and you've paid all your bills for the month. It is just like living in, let's say, a house. Okay, you can't really go out and have fun and get you one to eat and buy clothes and stuff until your bills are not paid, right? Same with businesses. They do the same thing. They pay off all these expenses, blah blah. Then they take their profits, right? So you have to think about NVIDIA up here. What could have they done? What could have a lot of other people's done that were up a million, up 500, 200,000? They took some profits. I mean, that's totally fine. But what that does to a stock is it beats it all the way down to 138, 137. Now, what should we do right here? Well, you should buy. Okay, January 20 is inauguration day. Keep that date in your head, okay? Because when Trump won the debate, November 5th to November 8th, we can see what happened to the stock. It goes up to 147.63, and sooner or later, right, from there, we go all the way back down to 140 again. They drop it again to 140, and then we see this major drop off December 17th to 130, 128. Now, all this is doing is preparing us for January 20th. That is going to be a big day for GameStop. It's going to be a big day for NVIDIA. Mark my words, okay? As you guys can see, it's always going to rebound. I mean, 147 is basically 152 for back in November 8th. Okay, invest with the mindset to grow with the business, not just to sell for quick profit. Okay, when you invest in a business, look at it as your own business. Look at it as a substitute and look at it as something you literally own. Look at it, be like, oh, this is my business. Invest as with the mindset that, oh, I'm looking to gain money in this company, but I'm willing to do research. I'm willing to sit down and look at their earnings report. I'm looking to look at live events like Jensen, the CEO, just had, right? And I'm being able to do that just off of an app like CashApp or just off of an app like TradingView, and being up with YouTubers, being up with latest, all the latest, let's say, TikTok influencers and all that. And number one thing I always tell you guys is don't limit yourself to this following trends and following people's strategies. Always apply your own indicators. Always apply your own type of style into your investing. Okay, like for example, me. A lot of people will look at my portfolio and be like, "What are you doing with GameStop? What are you doing with Fuel Cell Energy?" Well, I like to be. This is my way of being diverse. I like one long term. Okay, I like an ETF for 4 to 5 years. Then I like that short stock that I can play around with. And this is the stock that I most have fun with is the short stocks, right? But the long term stock is always smart to have. You don't want to just blow all your money away, right? Have some money in your savings, have some money in your ETFs, have some money in your long terms. Now, invest, don't chase and gamble. Buying at the run-up is a gamble. When you're buying a stock just because people are showing you how much money you can get out of it, right? That is the wrong reason to buy. I mean, obviously you want money back, but buy because the PE ratio is understandable. Buy because you see the stock growing because of its industry sector. Buy because the stock is consistent. If the industry sector is something like Walmart, you know people are not going to stop going to Walmart. Let's be honest, Walmart is never going to run out of business as far as I'm alive. Yeah, right? Cuz whenever I go into Walmart, I see a lot of people and I see their prices are low. Great value is something they supply, right? All these things, you put all these things together and you have a nice you have a nice assumption of the company. Now, obviously, Walmart could go through something. One of their food items could be expired, it could be spoiled, and the stock could tank. People will be like, oh, that's not a good sign, right? Those things can happen. But that is where you buy. Do you guys think Nike's gonna forever stay down? Never, right? So it's all about how you look at a business. Don't buy at a run up. For example, if you bought last week around 144, 151, that is you buying at the run up. You're listening to other people. You were going to think, oh yeah, this is going to keep going to 160, 170, 180. Nope. What happened is they pushed all the way back down. Now, comparing it to previous drop on August and September, that's something I do a lot. I always compare the significant drop like this to August and then September or any previous months. So August drop was $98.90. To me, that sounds golden. I mean, if you had $1,000, $2,000, $3,000 to throw around, NVIDIA under $105, I mean, that's the golden zone right there. But let's say it doesn't go down that far in August or September this year. We always know what to do in the future when it goes down to 120, 125. Okay, so as you guys can see, 98 and then 102 in September. And what have it done since then? They have grown incredibly in weeks, and literally in a couple weeks in August, we ended off at about 126, high 128, right? So all I can say is keep holding the stock, buy dips, and stay patient, okay? They don't just specialize in AI and gaming. A lot of people say NVIDIA specifically for AI, specifically for AI. They're also tied into the automotive industry as well as healthcare and life sciences. Okay, medical imaging comes from NVIDIA's GPUs. So you guys have to realize this is not just AI. Everybody literally just says, oh yeah, AI is for NVIDIA. A lot of gaming industries use NVIDIA. That's right. But film production, video editing, NVIDIA's GPUs are literally so useful, and the color collection they have, color correction they have, the special effecting of rendering their videos and video production, the NVIDIA GPU, it is so useful. You guys will know more about this if you own a computer with NVIDIA's chip in it, okay? I actually have a computer that has a NVIDIA sticker on there. And that's one of the main reasons why I invested into the company back in 2023, December 19th. I still remember this day, and I still have proof, and I can show you guys that on CashApp, okay? If you go all the way down here, my first investment ever in this company was literally December 19, 2023. This is one of the features I love about Cash App. You can literally scroll down and see when you bought a stock. 9:30 at market opening. I did not really know what I was doing. I just thought, dude, my computer is really good. Like, I really love the way it works. Like, what are some of the specs? I look into some of the specs, NVIDIA's chip, and then I look at the AI features and then the graphics, video graphics on Fortnite settings. They said NVIDIA. So that made me think that this chip is so useful, and how is it tied into AI? Why are people talking about it, right? That made me realize that I really like my computer, and based on the sticker, I should invest in the stock. And even though it was only $15, I made it happen. Do whatever you can and how much ever you can, and just grow with it. As you guys can see, slowly as I started gaining more capital, the amount of money I invested went up, and then currently I'm at 198, right? And 196, compare that to the little $15 I had. So slowly grow your money over time. Do not rush the process. That's one thing I can say I never did. I never rushed the process, okay? I always sat down. I was patient with NVIDIA. I noted down prices they were closing at, the super lowest price they were at all 2024. I would look at different things they helped with, for example, like retail and e-commerce. How can NVIDIA tie into that as well? So just make sure you guys are patient. Make sure you're buying dips and holding. Have a time frame. Please have a time frame. A year, 2 year, 3 year. Thank you guys for watching. Like and subscribe. NVIDIA is not done.